Alright, so this is Waffle Blocks here. We're going to be testing out the new Roblox wind system, okay? So, if we go to our, our home page, I believe, it's going to be, view. Here we go, wind direction. So you see this graphic right here that has like a windsock, and we can see when we change it, it's adding wind to our grass, which is pretty awesome. So you can see, you can change this like that. It's pretty cool. So now we're going to try some more stuff with this, okay? So we're going to go home and add a part here just to test out this system. We're going to scale it to a square about, anchor it, and then we're going to add a particle emitter. Okay, so now watch what happens when we add wind. Let's see. Nothing happens, right? So we go to particle emitter, and that's because we didn't allow wind effect drag. See right this? Check that box. So now, when we add with the wind here, let's see, no wind, we're going to go down to velocity inheritance, and if we make it 1, let's see what happens. If we set that wind, so we're just going to, oh, okay, there we go. So we're just going to be experimenting with this system. Look at that. So here we go. So when you set the drag, see there's no wind, but as we set it higher, the wind starts to affect the particles right here. And that's pretty cool because think of what you could do with this. I'm going to show you something cool you could do with this. So we're going to bring it up, rotate it like that, then bring it up in the sky, scale it bigger like that, make it white. Here we go. So now let's pretend this is a rain system. Okay, we'll just make this blue like that. Okay, and then we're going to just, let's set the wind speed to 0 just so we can get a idea for how this will fall. Then we'll make the rate like 100, and then we're going to make the speed, we'll make the lifetime like, let's first make the speed like 20, right? There we go. It's looking like a rain system. There we go. But here, I'll make it 30. But see the velocity inheritance, the drag, slowing it down towards the end, as you can see. If we set it to 0, when we do this, nothing happens, right? So we have to have a little bit of drag, apparently, like that. But now, watch what happens when we set the wind. The rain starts going the other way. So that's pretty cool. Look at that. So if we bring it down like that, it's starting to go that way. But if we do that, we can also change the direction of the wind. So now when we bring the wind up, let's see. There we go. There's the, let's bring it around like from over here. Then change there's the pitch right there, see? So we can make it come from the top if we want to. Now when we bring the speed up, there we go. Now you have rain flying in your face. So that's pretty cool. So you could do some really cool things if you did a few more of these clouds. Let's see, bring it over here. Put another one over here. Then we could bring it down. And then we have some pretty neat effects here from the wind. And we can just bring this around if we want to. We can change the direction of it. We can make it come down from above. We can make it come down from, if we make it come down from below, and change the speed here. Then we can literally change, look at that, that's pretty crazy. We can literally change the direction of the rain here. But look at that, if we do this, it will literally go down and then start coming up again from the wind power. That's pretty neat. You can do some pretty cool stuff with particle emitters with the wind system here. And here I'll bring this to a better direction, more like that, coming from the side. That's better. Oh, let's make it yaw here, more like that. Good. And then we'll take the speed down a lot. Now let's see if we add an unanchored part here and we bring up the speed. Let's see what happens when we run it. So there's the wind. Let's see. There's the wind affecting that. The grass is not being affected yet. Let's see. But the particle emitters definitely are. There we go. Now it's loaded that in. So let's see what happens when we bring this up. Will the wind affect it? Yeah, there we go. You can see that the wind is really knocking it off balance. It's pretty cool. So the wind definitely does affect this. Let's bring it up pretty high. Where'd it go? Somewhere around here. Might have bounced off the map. Anyway, so I think if we drop this in, let's see, when we put it up here, the wind is affecting it. See how it's blowing it? Is it though? Let's see. If we drop it off right here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if the wind affects the parts because they have mass. So we may need to make them massless or something. But this is definitely pretty cool here. And this particle emitters will be pretty neat. If we go to the terrain here and we change the grass color, let's see, to pink. Now we have pink grass here. It's pretty cool. Look at that. It's pretty neat how that looks. But I'll just keep it normal colored. So we can do some pretty neat stuff with this new wind effect, and we can really show how it works with this wind, with the changing the yaw here. You can see how that looks, and I wonder what it will look like if we make the pitch straight down. See, it's not much, but straight up, not much. But when you see, that's definitely affecting the particle emitters. But the grass, not so much. So the most effective is probably going to be 0. Let's see, 0 right there. So that's the most effective position to get the grass blowing. Like, that's probably a what? 80-degree angle? No, let's see, 10 degrees. Because this is about 90 degrees. So that's probably, let's see if we get it down to 0. That's probably like 45 degrees. You can get it going pretty low, which is pretty neat. If we change this yaw, change the pitch here, that's what we're doing right there. And if we take the speed all the way to the top, you take the yaw, and I'm wondering here, will the clouds be affected if we add clouds to the terrain? Let's see. Will the clouds be affected by the wind speed? Hey, they are. That is awesome. Look at that. We can change. I wonder what will happen if we make it go straight up. Nothing happens to the clouds with that. Or straight down. Let's see what happens if we make it go straight up. Let's go to the pitch. Down 0. There's the particle emitters. Doesn't seem to affect the clouds too much if you have it going straight up. But if you do it another way, that's pretty awesome. Let's just put it at 0 degrees for now. Close enough. And then we can change the yaw. That's awesome. We can now move the clouds in whatever direction we want them to go. So that's really cool. Then we can change the speed. So probably, let's see, if we go to the clouds property, that's pretty cool because now we can change the speed. But we can now change the cover. Like, this is we can mess with the original settings to make crazy looking stuff, but this new wind property is pretty neat. Pretty neat. Yeah, so that's all for now. See you guys in the next video.